My name's Tony, and I run an IT support company called BitSmart Technology out of the heart of Winchester. And today I want to talk to you about Colin. Colin is a small business owner, and he was proverbially up the creek and there wasn't a paddle in sight. His email account had been attacked, and not only was he not getting emails, but the same email he had clicked on was being sent to everybody in his address book and more. He didn't have an internal IT department to call on. He felt the need not to outsource his IT support because his business is way too small to be targeted. Or so he had thought. He tried Googling the answer. He tried reaching out to people he had met, all his connections, but nobody he spoke to knew the answer. That is when our phone rang. Colin explained the situation. It had dawned on him that he needed some expert help, so we answered the call and sprang into action. The first thing we did was to suspend his email account straight away. That way no more spam emails could be sent out. Next, we checked to see if his account was linked to an admin role within the email infrastructure. Fortunately, it wasn't. We replaced his password with a new and more complex one that met current industry standards, and we explained, enabled and enforced multi-factor authentication on his and everybody else's accounts within the business. Now at this point we'd stopped the flow of emails from being sent, but we still didn't have a handle on what was happening to inbound email. We reviewed the email delivery logs and found that legitimate emails were still being delivered to his email address. It turned out that the attacker had set up a rule to delete every email as it came in, but it didn't empty the folder. So we were able to quickly put these deleted emails back into the inbox once we had reviewed and removed those rules. This concerned Colin because he didn't have backup set up on his email accounts. He does now. Now he was lucky. The attack Colin succumbed to was mischievous rather than malicious, but it opened his eyes to the plethora of risks that are out there and that he couldn't do it himself. Colin soon became a regular customer, and he knows that his data is as safe as possible, and that by using us he has one less thing to focus on, meaning running his business is back to being his main priority. This is just one example of how attacks can happen so quickly and cause just a little bit of damage. It could have been a whole lot worse. Be more like Colin, pick up the phone and give us a call.